Okay, I am connecting. I'm live. Let me go over to Instagram and let's see. How do I start my live? After I go live, blah, blah, blah. I don't see it. I don't know if I'm live on Instagram. Hello, if anybody's there. Nobody's there. Okay, bear with me. Gosh, I just do not see how it's supposed to be live on Instagram. There was something yesterday I had to click go live. Create live video. Now I'm basically doing it again. Unbox. Public. Next. I've got to copy. Let's see. After I go live, I do not. Go live. I'm sorry. I clicked that. Clicked that already. Let's go back to Instagram here. No Twitter, no. It says I'm streaming. Let me see. I don't see me. I do not see it. Where am I? Is anybody there? How would I even know? There is no live feed that I can see. Why doesn't anything work? Nothing ever works the way the directions say that they do. Yeah, there's no live button. I see nothing. What's this new highlight? Nope. Yeah, so try this again. Let's go back. Bear with me, everybody. I'm trying to get Instagram working. Edit. Paste. Save. No. Streaming. It says streaming. View on Instagram. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. If anybody logs on to Instagram, tell me. There's supposed to be copy the stream key, enter it, select go live once your streaming software connects and displays. I'm live. Yesterday, see, yesterday I clicked this button and it's grayed out right now. So I don't understand. Yeah. Hey, somebody's watching. Well, where are you from? Who are you? I'm about to open my purses and show them off, and I was hoping to do this on Instagram as well. But I'm at a loss. Yesterday, it looked totally different than it does today. So, and unfortunately, I did have two viewers yesterday. So on Instagram, who watched the whole thing. So let me know if you're on Instagram, because I would love to know. I'm going to go back to my stream here and see if anybody's made a comment. Nope. All right. It's a mystery. You're a mystery person. Oh, another mystery person. I don't know where you are. Yeah. So I tried to do this on Instagram as well, but yeah, I don't see how it's happening. It says it's happening. It's not happening. So I think I'm going to just start because you know, I can only do the same thing so many times before I realize that it's not going to work. So hold on, I gotta get my packages. All right, so we have scissors. My arms aren't quite monkey arms. They're close to monkey arms. They got monkey legs. All right, so package number 1. Let's find out what's in here. So really happy with the packages. Got 4. So let's have the handbag. Same one that my octopus bag is. So I'm just going to litter. Comes in this nice little fibrous bag. I don't like the way that this little foam thing, bubble thing, makes the purse shaped. But my purse came absolutely crushed. So this is a lot better than that. So it should straighten out. Okay, let me change cameras so you can see. See, there we go. So this is my robot purse. So I'll tell you how I straightened my purse out. Was I had it in a box so it didn't get direct sunlight, and I put it in my car for about a half an hour on a hot day, and then pulled it out and then just shaped it, and it reshaped it. So it looks like it's straightening out pretty well. So this purse has this pocket and then a zipper pocket, which is already unzipped right there. And the smell is a little bit like, you know, the ink or glue, because these were freshly made and then put in the mail. It's got my lovely little doodlepunk art tag. So yeah, that's really cute. So before the show, I will have to reshape this. And I will let you guys know how that goes, what I end up doing. Yeah, okay, so that's number 1. I'm pretty happy with that. Very, very cute. It's nice to have something a little different than the other ones that I have. Because I got a whole bunch of red. So number 2. Number 2. Oh, this is the error. This is the one that I made a mistake on. So my print, and you can't really tell, my print didn't quite match up. It's a seamless print. So it kind of matched up, but I missed this little spot right here. So, so that's my flaw. So yeah, I just need to take it back into Procreate and fill out. It's a pain in the butt. So it's a pain making the seamless prints, but I like these. So let me show you mine. This one, I ordered it with a different company back in May, and I've been using this one. And the thing that I did not like about it is these little fibers. It came with a whole bunch of them, which I trimmed off, and then as I use it, more appear. So I do have a way that I'm going to fix that if need be. Looks like this has one little fiber here. So the way that I'm going to do that is, and I'll show you in a little bit when I start to make the mala. I have this glue called hypo cement, and it has a little needle. And I'm just going to stick it down in this and just swipe it along and seal up those little spots so that this stops happening. So I'll be able to do that to these purses to prevent those fibers from coming out. It's not like it's a big deal. You can either just pull them until they, you know. What it is it's the lining. They sew the lining into the stitch. So, you know, sometimes you just have a couple little fibers that work their way out. But this one looks like it only had that one, so I'm pretty happy with that. And the other one didn't have any. The lining is a different fabric. So I sort of like the feel of this one better. It's more silky, but I didn't like the way that the company packed the orders. And there's like just little yeah, I've used this since May. Little things like these move, and on this one it's really tight. They're not moving. So now I could totally fix that by putting a little bit of hypo cement in there. But so that was one of my complaints. The other complaint was the way they shipped. And then, you know, just these little hairs sticking out. I'm a perfectionist. I just don't like that. You know, little imperfections. I like things to be as perfect as you can get them to be. So yeah, this is my mistake, but fortunately you really can't tell very much. I mean, you can kind of see it right there, but you have to be looking for it. And I got her eye a little better, but it just didn't quite line up. So yeah, that's this purse. And now let's open the next package. I'm so glad I got something that wasn't red, because so far everything else that I've received has been red and black. Oh, I should have shown this. Lovely. Oh, yay. Yay. I've been really excited to see this first. So we'll do the red one first. This is the Boston Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. It isn't open very wide. That's fine. I think it's more like for a night out. You know, where you're just carrying a few things. You're not carrying your entire life, which I carry my entire life. I like a big purse. But, you know, sometimes when I go out, I really just only want my wallet, keys, phone. I don't think my wallet is going to fit in there. I'm grabbing my purse. This is my purse. My other purse. I've been going back and forth between these two. So it does fit, but it's not a easy fit. So if you have a big wallet, this purse might be a little annoying. But this wallet, it's like a clutch and wallet in one. And I just, this was from the other company. And just like, I was really happy with that. But since I'm ordering from this company, I will probably sample out that one and go with that company, because I think it's good to just stick with one person. And they made a lot of mistakes, and it destroyed my trust. And I want to trust that the product's going to come and it's going to look good. Okay, so here's Jennifer and her analness. Those need to be snipped. A couple little threads to snip, which I can take care of before my show. But this stitching looks really nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a little fiber right there. You know, just a little bit of cleanup that I have to do. Yeah, it just looks like it comes from there. It's just the stitch just didn't get cut. Okay. All right. So I think that's really cute. I love that purse. I wish my wallet was a little bit smaller because I would like one of those. Okay, this one's kind of southwestern, a little bit, Americana, kind of like in a distressed Americana print. No, it's not reversed. So I chose the black handles for this one. So this one's got a black strap. And oh, there's a pocket. There's one pocket right here. And let's see if you can see that. Oh, there's another pocket. Put it on the other side. Convenient. Okay, think this is really cute. This one seems to be pretty good. Fiber to snip. And then the strap just attaches to these little hooks here. And looks like the straps are the same length as the other ones, which is a good, you can either shorten it a little bit to do a shoulder, or you can over the shoulder, have it be long and do a crossbody. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, so the next package, let's put the strap first so things don't get separated. These are adorable. I'm really, really happy with this design. Really happy. Okay, my monkey arms aren't long enough. I'll be right back. Oh man, I'm snowed plastic in here. Okay, one here. Oh, this one's heavy. We did the heavy one. And if you haven't seen these, well, actually, maybe I'll wait. I'll just show you one. Just because I have too much stuff up here. Oh, goodness. Okay. So that this is from the last order. So that's another first design, a little bigger. It's another crossbody. And it's got, you know, this one's got a brown interior, and it's got 2 pockets on this side, and then a zipper pocket on this side, and it's attachable strap, attachable, detachable. So that's that purse. Very cute. Alright, now let's open the heavy package. This package, I think, has my 2 portfolios, and oh, maybe not. I think these are the book purses, book/Bible purses. Yeah. So this is a Bible cover, book cover. Oh, yep, got my portfolios too. Yay. Okay, so I think this one had 3 sizes, and I don't think I got the small. I think I got the medium and the large. No reason in particular. Well, kind of. It's because I'm vending at a church, and so I was wanting it to fit a Bible. So that's how the handle attaches. Okay. Just the 2 straps. That's kind of cool. That is so cute. Okay, let's Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Okay. Pocket, another pocket. This, so you can actually, if you wanted to, slide the cover in. So it's actually literally attached, like a book cover. Another little pocket. And a slot for something. Hooks. Or a strap. But I don't see any straps. I don't know if it came with straps. I don't think it did actually. But you could attach a strap. A little hard to zip on the corners. Printing looks great. Okay, so we got that one. I keep forgetting to check and see if I'm in the frame. So hopefully you've been able to see. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it looks as pretty to you on the computer as it does to me in person. But the printing is just so vibrant. So, yeah. You see, because this one wasn't sold as a shoulder bag. It was sold as a handbag. Okay, let's see. I'm not really crazy about that. That down a little bit better myself, but it's just kind of weird. I might not sell these. I wish I only got one. The other company I had a hard time with, I mean this is way better, with something similar that was an open close. It was like a toolkit thingy. Everything didn't really work right. This seems to line up okay. It's just a little weird. Now I didn't notice that on the other one. So let me take a look at this. Same size. Yeah, it's the same. It's just not super neat. I mean, I suppose, like this one's neater than that one. I suppose when you put your Bible in there, that you never see that. And, oh, there's two zippers. So, probably, you would just always have your Bible in there, and so you'd never see that. But that one does look neater than the other one. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Give me your opinion on this one. Also, here's another thing that I don't like. The zipper gets kind of stuck in there. I definitely don't like that. So now that one came out. Maybe I just have to unzip it all the way. That one came out on its own. Oh. Yeah, I don't like this. So this is like open right here. Yeah, I think that design is just not. I didn't put any of these in my shop, so yeah. I think if you hang something on here, hang little poles or something, that will prevent that problem, because then you always have something to grab onto. But I'm not really happy with these. I love the printing. Don't get me wrong, I love the printing. But as far as kick-ass product for my shop, I think it's a reject, in my opinion. Okay, beautiful though. Yeah, so I mean, you really only need one zipper to be out, but like here, this one disappeared. So, and you can see it popping out right there. That's annoying. So I might experiment with these and make some little, you know, wire wrapped little tassel thingies to go off, to hang off of them, to prevent that from happening. I don't have a whole lot of time before the show. But yeah, I'm not really happy with these. So I don't know if this will zip better when I have a hook in there. But okay, it looks like I did get the larger version of it, unfortunately. Well, let's see if it's any better. And they're still beautiful. Oh, see, and this is crooked. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. It straightens itself out. That's good. Okay, I like that. Now this is a lot neater, the bigger size. It was a lot neater, but again, there's a zipper kind of wedged back in here. So I think definitely zipper pulls. I like this one better. It seems just like the bigger size fits a little bit better. I'm gonna have to think on this. They're pretty though. They are pretty. We also want things to be easy to zip. Might just need to be reshaped. Shipping. Yeah, I'm kind of underwhelmed. I don't want things to be a pain in the butt. I'll see if they reshape, put a book in there. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not going to sell these. I mean, I'll sell these 3, but I don't think I'm going to stock them in my store. Let's see how the portfolios are. a little disappointing. But I mean, they're not terrible. You know, they're just not perfect. I like perfect. This is beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. So that's that. This for a pencil, for a card. Come undone. I don't know why you'd want it to come undone. It does. Oh yeah, I guess so. For bigger things. I mean, we can slide them in here, so I don't know if I need that to come undone. But yeah, I do like that. They have these with the clipboard and with the it was a pocket instead of a clipboard thing. I like the clipboard thing. Does anybody know what this thing is for? I don't know what that's for. Anybody? Hey, Odessa! Hey, how's it going? I guess I need to be watching what's happening out in the world. I'm in my own little world here, opening these things. I'm really happy with this, though. I am happy here. You know, me and my perfect stitching. I mean, they're not, you know, $10,000 purses, so, but I'm really happy with this. This is pretty. If they don't both sell, one of them is going to be for me. Because I need something like this. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. I love it. The printing is just so fantastic. They have other fabrics. They have like a polyester canvas. I just don't want it. I like the vegan leather. I like how crisp, like you can do higher resolution images, and the colors are just so crisp and gorgeous and vibrant. And yeah, I just like the feel of it and everything. These are winners. I'm gonna sell these. I love these. So yeah, I love these. I love the Boston handbags. I love the Boston handbag. So this one, I love it. I'm definitely gonna sell these. You already know that I'm gonna sell the one that I've been carrying, the rainbow one. This is the bigger version of it. And then there's this is the medium size. And then there's an even larger one. So if you like big purses, this is the way to go. And the top zips. It doesn't like close 100%. But nothing really falls out. I never zip my purse. I rarely zip my purse. If I know it's going to be possibly tipping over on its side, I do. But this is the one, the rainbow purse. That's the one that my entire 17-ounce water bottle leaked out into, and it was a swimming pool. And I put it on my bed, so it leaked. Like it held the water for a period of time, because it was probably like 2 hours, and there was still a lot in the purse. It hadn't all leaked out into my bed. But yeah, that was interesting. So they are kind of they're they're water resistant. I mean, this material is water resistant, waterproof, because it's PU leather. But you know, you get, well, on the purse, you know, in the seams, that's where the water leaked out eventually into my bed. Yeah, which was fun. But that's actually that wasn't too bad. Today, one of the things that put me behind today, so this is just a little window into what it's like to be Jennifer. I dropped my glasses just as I was like almost ready to go live in the litter box. So that was new. I've never done that one before. I'm sure I'll figure out some other, you know, ridiculous thing to do for next time. But yeah, that was today. So oh, I couldn't solve my issue with the feedback issue, because I did hook up my Bluetooth speaker, but as soon as I started the stream, the sound started coming out of the speaker of the phone anyway. So what I did was cover all of the speakers with tape, painter tape, and layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of paper, painter tape. So that's my solution. So hopefully when I haven't pulled the camera down, you know, in a little while to do the jewelry, and it's closer to my face, we won't get that alien landing sound like we did last night. Okay, so this is another Bible book purse. Wish I had a book to fit in it. I think this is the small. So this is a handbag, obviously. I need to put a book in it and see if it straightens out, because it looks kind of crooked. Okay. It does seem to straighten when this is straight. So yeah, it might just need a book in it. Let's open the rest and see what this is like. It's pretty. It's kind of dented. I think the little foam thing deflated. Now, I think that this is one of those cases where styrofoam would be a better packing material, because you want it to be, yeah, see, I feel like it's crooked. I am not happy with that. I'm super happy with that. There's a little pocket. Yeah, there's a little flaw right there. I'm not happy. I mean, it will straighten some. Put a book in there, but I do think that this, no, it looks like it should be right. What's going on? I'll see, I'll put a book in it and see if it becomes perfect. I mean, it's getting better. It's still a little sideways. Let's look at another one. See if it's any better. This one comes in 2 sizes. Tell you which is which. Okay, purple. That one seems. Yeah, that one seems a little straighter. Maybe it's just not squished. I'm gonna have to put books in these. See how they are. I actually have a friend who ordered one, so I'm curious to know how it comes. Because this has got a dent in the strap. I mean, maybe that'll probably come out. Yeah, I'm not as happy with the book things as I am with the other purses, to be honest. I was kind of excited about those. I think I still want one. I wish they had really big ones. They do it the other times. But I'd like a really big one for my sketchbook. And I like being able to stick it down in there instead of having this zipper that's a pain in the butt. So the printing looks gorgeous. That seems okay. Yeah, the jury is still out on all of these book things. I'm gonna have to put some books in there. I love the printing though. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm not as excited for these as I am for all of the other purses that I got. So let's go ahead and, and another thing, the straps being attached, they got kinked, and it would have made more sense to have had them wrapped up inside, stored inside of here, like they did with the purses. That way the straps don't end up denting, that's what these marks are from, is the straps. This one's fine, but these two. And then, the strap is now I've got to straighten that out. So, I don't think my customer should have to do that. So I will make that suggestion to the company. I don't like that. But yeah, the jury's still out on these. Yeah, like I said, I want one. I still want one. I'm wondering if this is the large size, because I can't imagine that I only got 3 smalls. Hold on, I gotta take my headphones off. Okay, we've got 2 packages left, and while I'm down, I'm gonna grab 2 more that I opened the other day, just to show those as well. I'm super, super happy with this design. So I've got this one and this one. And then I've done a bunch of different kind of sugar skull pinup girl paintings and put them on these purses. So I've got a bunch of those in my shop. So yeah, I'm happy with that design. I'm happy with the little Boston satchel. I love the portfolios. I love the big square purse and then the smaller square purses. I decided on the smaller ones to not get shoulder straps because I didn't like them on my octopus one, and so I removed them. And then I didn't order those because they were just in the way. You couldn't detach them. There was 2 straps that were kind of like flopping around in the way. Plus, then you have the handles. It didn't really make sense. Okay, so we have more of these book covers. And you know how I feel about those. They could have put more in here, and they could have put it in. This is a situation where a rectangle of styrofoam would have been good. Looks straight. I just don't like how they're kind of bent out of shape, so I'm gonna have to see how they straighten out. This side looks great. This side I don't like because the strap dented it. So I will be speaking to a company. Okay, we got two more. I wish I hadn't got many of these. We'll see how my straightening fixes them, but I just really didn't want to have to do that. That shows, oh, I love this. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. That is so pretty. It's beautiful. I think it goes well with the brown strap. Yeah, so I have a lot to do to get ready for the show on Saturday. So I really didn't want to have to, fiddle with this stuff. But I'll just find books that fit, put books in there, hang them from the strap, and then just see how these dents. And this one looks pretty good. Yeah, this one's pretty good. I think that one is a reject. Because the other ones seem to line up okay. So it might be able to get my money back for that one. I don't know. Other people are not perfectionists like me. everything to be perfect. Is that too much to ask? Oh, that's pretty. That was pretty. It was smashed. So that might just be blow dryer. Blow dryer and straightening things out. That might be an easy way to go. It's a little crooked. I'm a jig maker. I make jigs to make sure that everything gets put in the right spot. So, registration guide. So putting the book in there will straighten it out some, but when I'm looking on this side, it's just not quite straight. See what I'm talking about? It's this way. It's like, it's just ever so slightly like that. Right? So I'll talk to the company, see if they can fix some of those problems. The jury's out on these. I will have to think about it and see what people think and get some feedback from people. Feedback from my friend who ordered one. Last package. Okay, so kitties. I wish I had gotten less of the book verses and more of the portfolios. Yeah, so this purse, again, I think the bubble, a foam block would be better than a bubble, I think. But I will be able to straighten it out. Cute. Colors are vibrant. Inside, and it hooks. To get these ready for show. one looks better. This is the same as the big red and like pink, red, and black roses. And my rainbow flag purse. And this is the size of my purse. And I did order a large as well, but I don't think it's going to arrive before the show. Unfortunately, I think this is all I'm going to have. I made a mistake and forgot to order tags, and so then I ordered the tags separately to have them put the tags on, and it delayed my order, unfortunately. I didn't realize it was going to delay yet. Okay, so this purse is quite possibly already taken. This is Linda's purse if she wants it. And I'm really happy with my swimming pool. Now, they packed this right because it kept its shape. I really like that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to them about the way they pack the other ones. Because they have the same problem with both companies. Just different, different types of crushed. So, but this is perfect. This one, the Boston satchel, the portfolios, and the little two-handled handbag that I got, the 3 different red ones. Those are perfect. And I love the one that's my octopus. What did we do? A cat and what else did I do? Robots. I love that purse. I just wish it didn't come crushed. So yeah, but this is a winner. I hope you love it, Linda. I love it. And I like how it goes with my bags. So yeah, that's everything. I have a massive mess on the floor now. But I'm on to the next thing, which is making a mala. So yesterday I tried to make a mala to fill an order that already was a bit of a catastrophe because the beads are out of stock. So I wasn't able to, hold on. I wasn't able to get the beads I needed. And so I found a different footstool is falling apart. I'm up on a stool and I can't touch the ground, so I've got bead boxes on a little footstool so that I can have my feet on something. Okay, so let's adjust my camera down so you can see my hands, and hopefully I won't start feeding back. Okay. So I made a jig and all ready. So what I had to do was drill out all the holes after battling. Oh yeah, so when the phone is near me, I can hear an echo of my voice. So I'm going to see if I can move it forward just a little bit. Just so it's not quite so close to my face. Okay, I guess I'll go up just a hair. Okay, all right. Too far to the right. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so everything's set up. Sip of tea. So yesterday, I was trying to make this mala to fill in order, and we battled and battled to get the beads onto the string. So what I ended up doing was finishing this one, and that was kind of a little bit of a challenge. Oh, let me move this. So now I don't have the audio aliens, I have the visual aliens. It looks like there's a flying saucer in the middle of my monitor on my computer. So in order to see you, to see when you write to me, I had to fix that. So, okay. All right. So I think that'll work. Hopefully we are well lit enough. Yeah, so what I decided to do, because I didn't have enough of the black nacre, was use a white nacre, which is a type of shell. And when I couldn't get them to fit, I had to go and drill out all the holes. So we finished this one yesterday. I showed you how to do the macrame part, and we're going to do that again tonight. And I made myself a little jig to help do it. So this should make it a lot easier than what we experienced last night. Of course, I haven't tested it out yet, so I'm not totally sure, but we'll see. So here is, and for time, you know, so you didn't have to be tortured by me trying to put all the beads on the strand. I did it ahead of time. And so yeah, we did this design. So it's 5 beads, 4 sections of 5 beads, and then one section in the center with 1 bead, and then it's divided by another bead. So I have 1 bead to go. It's right there. So let's just make sure before I go and start tying the knots that I didn't do something stupid and just, I guess, human and miscount. So this is supposed to be 27 beads. So with this bead here, it should be 27 beads. And 4 times around a 27 bead mala, it equals 1 Tibetan mala, which is 108 beads. So when you do your mantras, you do, you know, 1 time around your mala or however many times. So you do sets of 108. And the reason they do that is so that you have 8 where you lost your focus. So every time you go around it, you've done at least 100 mantras where you're like totally focused. So 4 times around one of these equals 108, which would be a full 100-ish focused mantras or prayers or whatever, however you want to use it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. I've done something wrong. What did I do wrong? Ah, that's very inconvenient. Okay, so you're gonna have to watch me put all the beads on there. Goody goody gumdrops. That's why I count. That's why I count, but I should have done it earlier. So I have 4 beads and I needed 5. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to fiddle with my camera a little bit. So hello ceiling. And I'm gonna get one more bead. Fortunately, I kept the beads here. That's fine when it's not lopsided. That looks pretty good. It's a little loppy. But that's why I do all the beads before I start tying the knots. Because I'm human. I mean, that's why we have 108 beads on a mala, because we're human and we make mistakes. So I wait until I have it all right before I start making the knots. Okay, I think the best one, these were all kind of the rejects because they weren't perfectly round. Between that one. A few more to choose from. I'm always going to have some lopsided beads. It's rolling pretty good. Ooh, that one rolls nice. Take a look at that. That's going to be it. Okay. So alright, no worries. It's just going to take a little longer. I have no idea what I just dropped. Oh, it's that other mala. It's fine. Okay, let's put everything back together. This is not perfect, but we're gonna survive. Okay. All right. So what I might do, since I am a little bit blind, is pull my light over, put this in the way so you don't see that annoying reflection, and then I'm going to Let's see, can I do this on camera with the, see if I can arrange everything. Put that over there. Rearrange all my furniture. Okay, so you can't see that. All right, I can see. Can you see? Better than this over here. Oh, that's too far. Okay, that works. All right, let's do this. Yeah, since I'm blind, it'll go a lot faster using my little lens here. And now that I have to restring it, I'm also going to do something else. In fact, we will just get rid of my sandbag and put my tray here. I don't need scissors anymore. Okay. Okay, it's nice to actually be talking to somebody. There's two people I'm talking to rather than talking to myself, which is what I usually do. So let's just get everything I don't need for this out of the way. Okay. All right. So what I have here is some beeswax, and I am using Ceylon 0.9 millimeter thread. It's nylon thread. It holds up to 85 pounds of weight. It's the strongest thread I know of, and so that's why I use it in all of my malas. And which is why instead of using a thinner thread, I took the time to drill out the holes in these beads. You know, because I like things to last a while. Okay, so now we've got 5 beads here, and then we're going to do one of the black/gray accent beads. Okay, I don't know if you saw yesterday's video, but I really battled to get these in the holes. So I might have a little bit of wax in that hole, which might be why it's not going in there. So if I have this problem with other beads, I will go get a piece of wire to poke in the holes and clean out the wax. But if it goes smoothly, I won't worry about that. Okay. So now I have to do 5 more of the white ones. And with the beeswax, what it does is it conditions the cord so that it doesn't unravel, and then it makes it so that, you know, this end becomes tight and stiff so that I can feed the beads on. And when I straighten it out between beads, I twist the direction that the twist goes to twist it a little bit tighter. Just gentle little twist, just to keep the thread in the right shape. So it doesn't start spreading out. Okay, so that should be 5. So now we'll do an accent bead, and this should be the center of the mala. So now we do just one of the white beads. And go in there. You can do it. Okay. And then we go back to the black. That bead's pretty. It's a pretty bead. I guess I'm not quite in frame. Hopefully that's better. Okay. Okay. Backwards. This is that. I recognize this as the one that we picked from the reject stash. Which is not really a reject. I just chose the most perfectly round ones. Sometimes the prettiest beads are the least perfect ones. That's 3. 2 more. That one pretty well. Okay, that should be 5. Now to the accent bead. And then the last 5 of the white ones. Sorry, I keep going out of frame. Eventually I'll be able to keep track of where I'm supposed to be. Even though it changes every time I set up. Eventually I will have a setup. Fibers of the black thread on it. Okay, come on. Last one. It's not going to fit. Okay. Right. So we've got set of 5, a set of 5, a set of 5, a set of 5. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. Perfect. Okay, so now I don't need my lamp anymore. I'm going to move that back over to the other side. I mean, I need the lamp. I just don't need the magnifier. I might move the tray since it's going to be a little bit in my way. So I'm just going to be knotting, and I will go ahead and put that there just to block that glare for you so you don't get a headache. So what I'm going to do is just make a little knot on the end just to keep the beads from falling off. And then I'm going to start knotting. So I've already started here. So I'm going to slide the next bead into position. And then you want that knot to get as tight as you can get it. You know, you want to butt right up against that bead. So I just kind of put it. This is something that a lot of people, most people do with tools. I've never done it with a tool before. I just kind of, this is when I first started making jewelry. I just started, actually, when I first started making beaded jewelry, I started just doing a knot between each bead, and I just started doing it. So, you know, I don't have any particular technique. I mean, obviously I do have a technique because I do it, but I don't do it like anybody else. So, but they have like these awls and these little knotters. And then there's also a way to do it with 2 strands, and then you do 2 knots. You tie the knots together. But this is just how I do it. So when I twist this over, I just kind of butt that wire down next to that, not the wire, the thread down next to the bead, and hold it in place. Grab it, pull this through, and then slide the next bead down, grab onto the bead, and then slide the bead to tighten the knot. And I've got this wrapped around my fingers here for leverage. I've done it so many times that it's hard to like describe it, you know, to somebody else. And it's just muscle memory. So if I think about it too much, I'll forget how to do it. But it kind of helps to have the beads a little bit spread out so that you have one that's handy to get down here to shove against the knot. You know, instead of having them all grouped together, have them kind of spread out a little bit, and they're a little bit flexible when you pull them through. And then there's one that's handy for when you need it. But they do their own thing. That one's getting funky. Let's see if it's going to do it. Yep, it's okay. this very relaxing. This part of it, at least. I like doing it. I think the tape is working pretty well on my speakers. I don't hear aliens tonight. I also chose lounge instead of, I think I was doing lo-fi yesterday. Very repetitive. You can see why I like to have all the beads on there before I start knotting, not just so that I don't make a mistake. It's also you know, then you just can knot. Do this kind of meditative act. Which I find very, very relaxing. Keep thinking it's gonna stay separated from the other ones, but it always falls back. There's one point when I had, there's something different I was doing to where that bead was always ending up in my fingers there. I can't remember what it was. Complaint is that I don't have an extra bead for that last knot. And everything's gonna fall away. Actually, let's see. The holes are big enough on this. This is for the next project. Oh, I can't see. Huh, got it in there. That was luck. I felt it. I felt where that hole was. Okay. I don't want that bead to fall off. So I've got no knot there. No, I think this is what I did. I think I did that. And then I put the string through. That's it. All right, so that's how you should do it, the way I did it the very last time. Hey, at least I figured it out, and now it's on camera, so I can go back and go, oh yeah, that's how I do that. Yeah, and then I probably could do it a lot faster. A lot. I mean, you know, not a lot faster. Okay, so now we've got this kind of kinky looking thing, and we want to make it smooth. So what I do is I just go through individually with every bead, and this is also kind of meditative as well, and I wiggle the bead back and forth, not too hard to make that space too big, but I wiggle the knot, and I wiggle the bead back and forth, and then I wiggle the knot, wiggle the bead, wiggle the knot, wiggle the bead, wiggle the knot, and sometimes I have to do this a few times. You don't want to do it too hard because you don't want to either make the space, you don't want to stretch out the cord. That's what you don't want to do. You want to make those spaces too big between there. And if you see if it's kind of pointing one direction, when you do the little wiggle thing, you just kind of wiggle it the opposite way. And it will soften up. Bead back and forth. Knot. This is the Jennifer Shipley method. It's just how I figured out how to do it. Learn from anybody or watch any videos. I just, experimented over the last, I guess since 2009. Figuring out how to make it better and better and better and better. Still don't own it all. I'd like to own it all. Okay, now look at that. That's a lot better. A lot better. Okay, so we could do it a second time, turn it around. Don't have to do it quite so intensely, just a little, from the other direction, just to make sure that we're balanced. As the person uses this, it will also become more pliable, just because when you do your mantras, you tend to kind of move that bead around in your fingers. You tend to kind of roll it. we've got just a little bit of wiggle room. So that shows you how much we've tightened those knots. Just a teeny tiny bit of wiggle room. Just enough so that it'll spin in their fingers. Okay. All right. That's pretty good. I like it. Let's see, this one right here. Yeah, I just fiddle and, look at it and see if it's got spots that it wants to curve a particular direction. And then curve it the opposite way in that spot until it starts to look like that, pretty much. Very smooth. That's how you do it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the macrame. And I built this little jig to do it. Normally I do this on my leg. I just safety pin the thread to my leg. And I can't really do that on camera. So we're going to do it with my handy new jig, which if I like it, I might actually do things this way. I have two different macrame boards. See, I could have probably made these a little further apart, but I just don't like them. They work great if you're doing, and I'm just bending the wire around the back. They work great if you're doing something really long, but this is a really short little space and we're just doing 6 knots. And the macrame boards are too long. Okay, so I like that. It's nice and tight. And there's room for my fingers this time. So that was the issue yesterday, was that there was no room for my fingers. So this is what it looks like on the back. And I am just going to use painter tape to tape this down so it doesn't move. And make it so that you can see it. Tape it right in front of the camera. So I just slide the computer forward a little. Let's see here. Okay. Down there. That broke, but I think it's good enough. Okay, so my thread. I'm so glad that wasn't what fell on the ground. So yesterday I cut a little bit short. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt. So I'm doing a little bit longer tonight. I don't like wasting things, but I also don't like to battle. Well, no, apparently I do like to battle because I battle every day. So there's something that I must like about that. But let's battle less. Okay, so we're doing a square knot. Okay, we did it on this side, now we're doing it on this side. So we just make a P shape, right? It's a P, this one on top of that. And then this one goes underneath both this and the center wires, threads, whatever. And goes. Okay, so that's our first pair of square knots. Then we go back to the left side and we do Q, and then this one goes underneath both of them up through that hole, and then tighten them. And then we go back to the right side, make a P. This one goes over top, underneath both of them through the hole. And we're going to do one more pair. So Q on the left here, over top the end, underneath both, out through the hole, and then tighten it. And then one more on the right side. Make a P. You go over the tail of the P, up through both of them, and hold on to this end. And there you go. There's your sliding knot. Okay. Now I'm going to take it off of our lovely jig. Just ripped my jig. So I guess that I will probably just, I'll have to coat that with tape. But I liked using this. This was way easier than using safety pins on my leg. Plus I got to do it on camera. And all I did was just, you know, cut like a 3-4 inch piece of wire for each side and bend it, you know. So now we got to take them all the way out though to get this off. Okay, and now when we pull these ends, it'll cinch up, and we have our little sliding knot. So here, these are the ends of the sliding knot. And so now I'm going to show you how to secure that and end it. So I have this wonderful glue. This is what I was referring to earlier, hypo cement. It's got this fantastic little needle. Sorry, that's ice paper. It's got a little needle in there, and the lid has a needle that goes in the hole, so you can put that into a knot or into a tight space. So I will use that to make sure that those purses don't unravel on the, you know, don't have the issue with the purse that I have. You know, I'll do that on mine, and then I will do that on the two that I'm selling, simply just so that, you know, my customer doesn't have to worry about that. But that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, this glue, it's hypoallergenic. Sorry, I have a little aphasia. Hypoallergenic. And let me get my magnifier back just to make it easier for me. And I'm gonna fix that reflection. Okay, and it looks like I'm in frame. Okay, so I want to put a little bit of glue inside this knot and a little bit of glue inside this knot. Okay, these are the ends of our macrame little thingy there. I don't know what you'd call it, but the knots that the ends of the bracelet slide through. So first thing I do when I open this is I remove that glob on the end, and you kind of got to work quickly because it starts to squeeze out. Starts to squeeze out really fast, especially the fuller it is, the newer the bottle it is. Get it in there so that I can get the glue actually in the knot. Okay. And we're going to get rid of this so it doesn't really matter if there's a little bit of glue on there. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to get this one. So you can see there's a good amount of glue in there, so that's good. And when it dries, it will lighten up. It'll still be a little bit darker, but it's a minor sacrifice for security, being certain that this isn't going to come undone. Okay, and be really careful not to touch it afterwards, because when you do, it makes these little strings and it's a mess. So then this is the hard part. You gotta get it back in the hole, and then I always just take off what's squeezed out. I didn't do that yesterday. And then we lit it, and there you have it. So this won't take too long to dry. So while this is drying, I'm going to pull these out to make sure I didn't get them glued in there. Okay. See, I got a little bit of glue on that, which isn't a big deal because it will just make that even more secure. But I just wipe it so that it goes back to the original color, so it's not significantly darker than the rest. Okay, so while this is drying, I'm going to grab this one, which we finished yesterday. And what I said I was going to do was put just a little dab right here and right there, just for a little extra security to make sure that that doesn't come undone. Okay, so we'll do that. By the time we're done with that, we should be able to go to the next step on the other mala. And it squeezes out really fast. Oof, it takes a second for my eyes to focus too. I like a little bit of mucus in my eyeball. Blurry, mucusy eyeballs. Okay, I like that. And careful not to touch it with my fingers because I don't want to make unnecessary strings. I'm going to leave that. I think I put teeniest, tiniest little drop right there. Okay. I'm gonna set that down so it's not touching anything. And then as it dries, it will shrink a little bit. And they'll hit a point where it's still like a little bit pliable, and I can push on it and push the ball of glue down. But I want to wait so that I don't leave like a fingerprint on there. So now that that is drying, let's go back to this. And here you can see the strings that it makes. That's why you don't want to touch it. Okay. Messy, messy. But it won't hurt your hands. You won't glue your fingers together. It takes a while to cure. And now they have one of these that is for thread. and I didn't like it. I like the one that's for, got a little bit on my thing here. I like the one that's for stones. It works better in the knots. It's exactly what you need. Okay, yeah, so I'll just clean up the mess. I don't want it on my thing. And alcohol, rubbing alcohol will I don't want to say remove it. It will remove it. It takes a little bit of work, but it's kind of like it has a little bit of, before it totally cures, like as it's drying, it's a little bit like rubber cement, and it's really good for gluing gemstones into cabochons, particularly little ones, because it's got the needle, because it is a flexible glue. So for those applications, you want a glue that's slightly flexible, not that's brittle. Like super glue wouldn't work because it's brittle, and the stone is always going to take, even though you've got the bezel holding it in, the stone is always getting pressure and bumped and whatever, and it's going to be slightly moving. So that's why you want something that's pliable for gluing stones. But anyway, it also works great for inside knots. Okay, so this is cured enough for us to, hold on, I'm thinking. Yeah, we're ready. We're gonna thread zapper it. Okay. We don't want to thread zap these guys. We just want to thread zap these guys. Okay. So what I do is I pull it out further than I need it to be, just in case, just in case. That way, if you accidentally nick your thread, you don't end up having to remake the whole thing. Now, I've never nicked my thread, so. And I used to just cut it, but the thread zapper works great. So you push the button and the end has that little filament and it heats up, and then you can just kind of, melt it. A little discoloration. I'm gonna snip off. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's do the other one. Okay. Now, before we do what we did to the other one, finish the ends. Okay, so move my light out of the way temporarily. So in order to keep these from sliding through that macrame center knot, we have to put knots here, and I like to put little accent beads. So we need to allow enough room for it to open up for somebody to get it on their wrist, but we don't want it so long that they're dangling in the way of everything. So I think that looks good. I'm gonna match this side to that one. Just eyeball it. I'm just making them the same. Okay, it's equal, right? Just double check. Plenty of room to get on and off, even if your hand's bigger than mine. Okay, so that's a good length. Same. Okay, so now I have not decided which color accent beads I want to use yet. I can use the white, and that would look great. It would blend. The black, I think the black has a little bit too much contrast between the gray. So I'm going to go ahead and do the white. Now it'd be nice if I had some iridescent, I mean something that was, you know, more similar to this, but I really don't. I have silver, and then ones that the holes are too small. So these ones I've kind of reserved only for malas because they've got kind of freakishly large holes for the size of the bead. So I'm just going to pick two. Hold on, I need my light because my eyes are going crazy. That one's crooked. That one's crooked. Okay, those are straight and they match. All right. And someday I'll make something with all of my crooked, irregular beads that'll be exactly perfect. Perfectly irregular and imperfect. Okay. What did I do with my beeswax? There it is. Okay. So these holes are small. I lost a bead. Where'd it go? Is it in my sleeve? Where'd it go? Did you see it? Here it is. I need someone else's eyes. Okay, let's put that there. Come on, you. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one now. Just because I've got my thing in the way. Doesn't look good. Got it. Okay, and now this is kind of an unnecessary-ish, maybe, step, but I do it anyway, just to make sure. Just to make sure that these don't ever come undone. Just a little bit of glue there, push the bead up into it. Glue here. Push the bead up into it. Okay, and now I'm gonna just let that sit there and ooze. Unfortunately. Oops. Oops. The knot down onto the glue. Okay, let's do it to the other side. Okay, clean off the glob. Oh, wait. Tie my knot first. Almost closed. And I'm just going to kind of hold it there into the hole of the bead. And then just push that knot. First get the lid back on here. Clean off the ooziness. Okay, we're done with that. Grab my beads for the next project, which I sure hope I put that bead back in the container because, or the tray, because it's black and the counter's black, but I'm just going to use it to really make that knot tight. Okay, I'll go to the other side and do the same thing. That saves my fingernails. Okay, so nope, I did put it back. Yay. All right, so we're good for the next project. Okay, now I'm ready to snip. I like to give it like 4 millimeters. Mala. And then the only last thing that I ever do is, and this is pink, so I'm going to choose a clean area on my wax. And clean, most of what's on there is fibers from the darker threads. Most of the malas are black or brown thread. It picks up dirt too. So I just work a little bit of the beeswax into the thread. I do it on both sides. Show you that on the other one. I haven't done it yet. It's usually just the last thing I do. I'm not going to do it now because I'm waiting for that glue to cure on the other one. So now these pull very stiffly, and eventually that will wear off, especially when it gets wet. But it just makes it more secure. So this one now, I'm going to just push. On it, and then I'm going to make it not shiny. So it blends in. Now if I waited till it fully cured, it would be shiny, and there's nothing I can do about There. Looks good. Okay. So, still need to wax it. I'm not going to do it on camera. The last thing I want to do on this one is just do a little teeny tiny dab of glue, and I forgot. And I already put the glue over there. So, said we were done, and I lied. So, looks good. It's really hard to get it in the hole when there's a ball of glue on there. Okay, now we're really done. Okay, great. So I'm gonna let that cure. It's not super shiny, but I will dab my finger on it later. That's done. Okay, so now I have 2 pairs of earrings to make. And we are doing sterling silver. So, let's see, the first one is really, really easy. Let's do that. First one's very easy. I already matched up the beads. Picked out 2 black tourmaline beads that have lots of black tourmaline in them. And I kind of want to move this down a little further. Nope, it's down as far as it goes. Yeah, the only option is to move it a little further away, so to the left, but I don't want that. Okay, so I chose 2 that have a lot of tourmaline in them that are quite close to the same size. And I didn't think to look at the hole, but the hole looks good. It's not too big. So these are sterling. So I'm going to use Rio Grande's headphones. I think these are 1.25 inches, right? 1.5 inches. And long. I don't need them to be that long. Sometimes I need them longer than they are. Let's save those for something that's super long. And since I'm already in the bin, I'm also going to grab a couple ear wires. And again, I'm using Rio Grande's ear wires. These are sterling silver. That's the code. Yeah, I do need this. Mine's are bugging out. So, yeah, I'm talking about my magnifier lamp. Yep, it's perfect. The hole isn't so big that the ball on the end, the head, you know, comes through the hole. So get rid of my unnecessary supplies. And, oops, sorry about that. Ooh, I'm probably making lots of noise. I'll do that. And not sure if I'm going to use my broken pliers or my good ones. Okay, so I usually go about that far from the end. The sterling head pins are kind of a finer gauge, so I do fairly close to the end. When I'm using thicker gauge, I move it back just a little bit further. But as long as you're about the same place on your pliers, they'll be the same. And then I have marked my pliers with where I tend to like to make things. So actually, I'm going to do halfway between that line because it's thin. It's a thin gauge wire. Once you're in the same spot, it's fine. Okay. Now I'm going to use my new pliers. To fill up that space. And I like to end it on the side. So I bend it around a little bit further and then bend it back so that when I snip that end off, it's easy to have it to squish it down into place. Squish that little end down into place. Okay, so do just the same thing we just did. My pliers are broken. Still. Now these are flush cutters, so this is the flush side and this is the side that has the burr. So you just want to get in there as close as you can without snipping the eye, and then, you know, hold your fingers here so that you catch that little piece of wire so it doesn't go flying. And I save my sterling silver scraps to melt down later. So I'm putting them very carefully where I want them. Okay, so now I'm just going to pinch down that little end until it's not going to catch on anything, and then slide that bead in place, and then we have this perfect little dangle, and it looks pretty good. Doesn't look like it needs to be adjusted. A lot of times it needs a little bit of adjustment. Let's see about this one. I could be holding this with a pair of pliers too. That'd be easier in my hands. That needs a teeny adjustment. Let's the hole is not in the center. Okay, that looks good. All right, so then to put it on these, I like to actually, because they're kind of small, they're just a little bit smaller than people's ears. I like to just open them up a little bit. It's easier to get in and out. And I'm pulling this way, not just opening it, until it looks a little bit more normal. Okay. And then usually with the Rio Grande ones, they're kind of open anyway, so you really don't have to do any bending to get your bead on. You just have to figure out which side you want to be the front. I like that part of the bead better. So I'm going to make that the front. So how does that go? Nope, I did backwards. I was thinking so poke it through the side you want to be the front. And then close that space. And it's sterling, so it's a little springy. So you kind of have to just do it a few times. Until it's tight enough that you're sure it's not going to come out. Okay, let's do the other one. This side. So put the end through the side we want to be the front. And voila. And pinch it down. Do it a few times until it's all right. Okay. Now we have a pair of earrings. Okay, that order is, well, no, that's just another item in the order that's filled. Okay, so now we have one more left. This is a prototype. I'm just going to show you because it's sitting here. I haven't patinaed it yet, but it's an ammonite, which is a fossil of an ammonoid. just made like a little spider web kind of cage for it. So I don't know if I have that ready for the show. It was a prototype. Okay, so the earrings we're making are, ooh, is that round? Yeah, that's round. It felt square. It scared me for a second there. So I'm using 21 gauge wire because it matches those ear wires pretty well, and it's fairly stable. I should have pulled out another pair of the ear wires. Okay, so this part, this is kind of my least favorite part. Get the light out of the way. Just lost some of our light. So, nope, that's not going to work. Confused. Turn the light back on. Hey, there's another person. Hello. How's it going? How's your night? I got one pair of earrings left to make. So this is kind of my least favorite thing I have to do, which is pick two matching pieces of rando, weird shaped beads. So this is always better if you kind of lay them out and just start picking through. I'm looking for something, two pieces relatively the same size. Relatively the same shape, drilled relatively similarly, that will hang in a similar way, and also will have similar amounts of tourmaline, a similar color of quartz. So I'm just going to pull them all out because it'll be easier. All of them, or most of them, out of here. My sleeves are getting in the way. Note to self, this is not a wire wrapping sweater. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of weird ones. That's not weird. It's a little weird. There's nothing that big. That's too big. Too small. I want kind of things that are sort of that size right there. Ish. Those look good together right there. Ish. It's a little small, maybe. Maybe not. It's kind of lumpy. Let's see. I'm a little fixated on this shape. There's also the problem of where it's drilled. So I usually just try to get a bunch of kind of similar ones all together. start going through and looking for two pairs that go together well. So we've got some lights, we've got some darks. That one. And just have to decide. Picking ones that are a little bit triangular shaped. There's one. It's a pretty one too. Those two. See where the holes are. I need some wire. And you know, one thing about sterling silver is it's expensive, so I don't just cut pieces off. It's not just kind of expensive, it's very expensive. So yeah, I don't just cut the piece off. I work off of the spool. Okay, where's the hole? That's the trick. The holes match. Leave them on the same end. See the hole. I apologize if I'm off screen. Okay. So it's not great. It's not horrible. You can kind of see how I do it. I just start, picking ones that are similar size. Until I find two go together. These are a little bit bigger. I'll just do it. Those look pretty good. Let's see how this one is. That one's a little bigger. But it still kind of looks pretty good. So none of these really work with each other. Maybe if I turn that one around, but still. Those right there are pretty good. It's pretty similar. And they both have a lot of tourmaline in them. I might be happy. Let's just make sure I'm happy. Sorry, gotta go off screen to see. Now that one looks more similar to this one over here, but not the those two. That would be another possible option. I'd have to get them next to each other. I'm kind of liking those. I think they're similar enough. Kitchen eyes. I'm not seeing anything. Can I see? Okay, yeah, that one's really high up, so that totally doesn't match. Yeah, those two. Oops. I think that's it. What do you think? So they're earrings. They're not going to be right next to each other. This one is slightly bigger. The camera keeps falling. Do you like it? Is that good enough? I'm thinking. Hold on. Just try this one. Oh yeah, that's upside down. This one. Ooh. It's drilled too low though. Smaller. Blends with that one pretty well. Set that aside. Too small. Get this here. Food is upstairs. Oh, I think this is pretty good. Let me compare those two with these two. I like the other better. This is it. It's the other side. It's gonna hang straight. It hangs a little wonky. That's my only thing about it. Hang them like that, look the same. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Can you wait a little bit? I have a hard time believing that he ate all of that food. He has a bowl up there full of ice with an ice pack in it with the perfect bowl shape and a bowl full of food. Okay, let's put all this away because we have picked our pear. That wasn't too hard. Yeah, buddy. Chilled. Yeah? He probably wants me to go up there and stir the food into the perfect little pile and then sprinkle fish flake on it. Yeah. Later. Later. I'm sorry. Can you wait a little bit? Later, but soon. Okay. Who says to wrap it up? So we're close. Got within 10 minutes. So this is so much easier if you're not doing it on the, oh, buddy. You're not doing it on the spool. See the spool. I just don't want to cut unnecessarily. So I'm trying to find the middle. Buddy. Buddy. You have food. You're not starving to death. No, I could. Oh, I think I have to pause. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put fish flake on his food. I'll be right back, literally. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. Ow. Okay, let me get the spoon. Come on. Come on. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. got his fish flake. Yeah, good, stirred in like a perfect little mountain. Oh, because His Highness must have a mountain-shaped pile of food. So yeah, now I'm deciding whether I want to do it a little tight so it hangs like this, or loose. I think I have to do it tight because it's not going to flip this way. Do it tight to keep it in place. What I mean by tight is it's just a little smaller than the top part of the bead so that it doesn't move. I hope I didn't cut it too short. I just remembered I have to put that bead on there. There. I wanted to make it a little bit bigger than I did, so that's what I did there. Either side can be the front. I think that's the front there. Okay. That one hangs better. So I have to do it so tight. It's not really moving. Okay, and I just want to find the center. And I check before I commit. Make sure I like where I got it. Okay. Use the non-broken pliers. Need so much wire. Okay, that's the front. And that's the front. Around 3 times. That is my other sterling. end down. And I like to kind of burnish the end a little bit with the tip of the pliers to make it, to get rid of the sharpness. Just kind of use that metal to push down and round out that blunt little end that you just cut. Just rub it down until it's smooth and it doesn't catch in your fingers. It's not, super necessary when you're going to have a bead on there, but it does make it better. Just, assures that it's not going to catch on anything. Okay, do I like that size of bead? Yeah, I just had to remember the design of the bead or of the earrings. Yeah, that's right. Reason. I mean, you could go around to the front too, but I'm doing the same thing on each side. So this one is going to go down to the back, so that way I have something that looks pretty much reverse the other your pair, the other earring. On this side, so I want the end that I'm about to, that's closest to the part that I'm about to grab, to be towards my body. Clamped into the pliers. That way I don't lose the shape of my little circle. These pliers are broken. So looks pretty good. It's not going to go around one more time. Off. The music changed and I thought I lost something. It was kind of strangely abrupt. Okay, pile of sterling there that I'm gonna end up putting in a, sorry, a wiggle, putting in a baggie. Okay, pinch that little end down. Be careful not to break your bead. And then I just use that little tip and rub it on the part that's sharp until it is no longer sharp. And you need to adjust a little bit. Pinch down that end. Burnish, 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 burnish. I'm only rubbing with the one side, not the other. Only this one is rubbing. That one's not rubbing because then you'll mar your wire. Okay, and then let's just make sure that it's straight. It looks pretty straight from my angle. Pretty good. Okay, let me get that out of my face. And another pair of ear wires. And we're going to do the same thing we did with the last pair and open them up slightly so that they're easier to get on and off. And then I always provide little silicone stoppers on the backs, just in case you tend to lose earrings. This way and out a little bit so that I can keep this part the same shape, but I just want to open it up a little bit more so there's room for your earlobe in there, because these are dainty. Some people's earlobes are that small, but not so much. Looks pretty good. Match. Okay, and we know it's already open. So the front side we put through the end. Closed. So now to open it, I'm not opening it, I'm not pulling it out, I'm pulling it sideways. Eyes are so pretty. Magnifying thing here. Good looking earring there. Alright. The other guy, the front side goes through the end. That one's a little tight too. It's actually because we're using 21 gauge wire instead of the other ones were 22. Still is that space in there that we have to close up. Let's check and see if it's straight. Looks pretty good. Everything looks very good. The glue hasn't come back, so different. Really regular. That is pretty much how it goes when you're using irregular beads. What do you think? Does that work? Wish I could find one that was just a little bit smaller, smaller or bigger than me. But this is what they're going to look like. Fell into a bunch of foam and bubble wrap and plastic bags from all the purses. You gotta be put away. Slippery fingers. All right, let's see. That work? You like them? I think they look good when they're not right next to each other. Yeah. All right. Well, that's what I set out to do. We showed all the purses. We made 2 pairs of earrings. And we finished the wrist mala, which now I can push on the glue on the end to make sure that it's not sticking out. That's how it looks. Turned out pretty good. And what do you think? Think she'll like it? And then we also finished this guy. The only thing I have to do is put a little wax on the cords. You can see how easily they move before you wax them. So since Boo Boo hasn't come back and said stir my food again, I might as well get that done. And this order is complete. And the next 2 orders are already made. So we just have to ship. And then I've got 1 more order, but that's not due until the 12th. And it's this same wrist mala. I've sold a lot of these. I think I'm gonna have to have my mom look for these beads for me down in Quartzsite. She's down in Arizona. Every year she goes to the quartzite show and buys me my Christmas gift, which is, you know, after Christmas. Supplies, jewelry making supplies. So yeah, give me something I can use. I can use jewelry making supplies. I use shampoo actually. Give you some shampoo and conditioner. A pair of glasses. All right, we're done. Yep, now it's nice and stiff. So, and some of that wax will end up inside of the little slip knot thingy. So it'll just keep adding a little bit of wax when that wears off. You know, it'll continue to condition itself, and then I always include a little cube of wax to go with. Though I think I'm out. I'm gonna be out. Cut this one up. Yeah, okay, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me. No aliens tonight. The tape seems to have done the job, and having the phone a little bit further away from my mouth. And I also had it plugged into power so that we wouldn't lose that camera. So yeah, I'm not sure how long this stream was, but pretty productive. Yeah, all right, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Have an awesome night, and thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. All right, bye. Somehow